Hello everybody, it's your boy N here. I'm coming at you guys with another YouTube video. So in today's video is going to be the top 5 weapons you need to put cores in. So let's give you the rundown, I'll give you the build, I'll give you the core setup, and let's talk about the top 5. Starting off, we're going to go with an honorable mention first. So honorable mention before we get into the actual list, and that is going to be the Restored Relic. Now the Restored Relic is a freaking insane launcher. You're going to want to max out your fire rate on here, 2 fire rates on the top, 2 elements in the middle, and 1 more fire rate to finish it off. And for the build on this, you're just going to want to go with this build over here. These 3 modules that I've left empty are just going to be there for element, so you can keep switching your element. Chill, fire, electricity, and more catalysts you put in, the more elements you can run. Simple as it gets. But the Restored Relic is honestly a really great weapon. If you use the ammo pet, the ammo dog, you can get some ammo efficiency with it, but ammo on this thing is just way too big of an issue. And if you use it with glare, it's an triple S tier weapon, but without glare it's not as strong as it should be. So Restored Relic is going to go as an honorable mention in this list. As well as that, these are the substats I run on it for just damage to all the legions, and then explosive damage. Simple as it gets. On to the actual top 5 now. So coming in at number 5 is going to be the Albion Cavalry Gun. Now, Albion Cavalry Gun is a weapon that is absolutely great, and the only reason it's on here over another weapon, I'm not going to mention which weapon, because if you know, you know, but the reason the Albion Cavalry Gun is on here is because of the unique ability. Now, if you do not know about the unique ability on this weapon, let me explain it to you real quick, after the modules at least. So for the modules, you would want to run something like this. Oh, sorry, what am I thinking? Sharp precision shot over here. Oops. Sharp precision shot. So this is the module loadout you would go on the Albion Cavalry Gun. It's a very capable weapon, plenty of damage, big ammo, and just really good because of its unique ability. Thank you for the follow, Rush. I really appreciate that, my brother. Welcome to the team. But for the cores on here, you're going to go with firearm attack. You're going to go with double chill, crit damage, and fire rate. That's my own personal preference. Some people say go triple on the element on the top, but this is just my preference. I went firearm attack. I just think it works okay, so I've gone with that. The reason we are using this is because of its unique ability, though. So if we have a look at its unique ability over here, when you inflict an enemy, it will increase crit rate, and it will also stun the enemies. So the stunning ability is very powerful, and overall for mobbing is very good, because obviously, you know, you want to have more control over the room. That's why I personally would put the Albion Cavalry Gun in the number 5 spot. So that is our number 5 spot. Let's move on to our next spot. So for our number 4 spot, it is going to be the Smithereens. Now, Smithereens, as you know it, was the boss deleting weapon. This was the most unstoppable weapon in the game, and even now, I still use the Smithereens to just rip apart elites all over the game. I use it with Bunny. It's my right-hand Bunny weapon, because it is just a great weapon to absolutely delete everything. Now, this is used primarily for elites, even in purges, everywhere in the game, it will work on there. Same with all the element on here. I always have 2 slots for elements. You can replace them, run any element you want, but in this instance, I'm running chill, because again, I used to use this in Purge 30. So, that is my build on the Smithereens. As for the cores, I would go with crit damage, firearm attack. You could go with double sprint speed on here to make it hella fast, but I would recommend aim shot accuracy is really good. Recoil is not too bad. Then of course you want to get Legion of Darkness, and then Legion of Darkness again, firearm attack, crit damage, and then chill on here just to scale up the elemental damage on the actual weapon. But that is the Smithereens. We use this again because it is just great at melting elites. So on to our 3rd weapon, Malevolent. Do I really need to say anything else other than the Malevolent is insane? Again, using this in Purge, or using this with Serena or with Glare, is an absolute monster of a weapon. It is such a capable weapon. I've run extra fire rate on mine, like just a ton of fire rate on mine, just because I personally prefer the high fire rate on here. And this is just great to, again, completely delete the room. These are the core modules you want on it, and then elementals, go crazy with it. Fire, toxic, electricity, or chill. You can run any of them. I run chill on here because I use this majority of the time inside purge again, but still a absolutely great weapon to use. I would highly suggest investing in this one. Making sure you add yourself the cores onto here is going to be an essential, because this weapon will carry you into the later levels of this game. Now we have number 2. Number 2 is a weapon I have 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of, and that, my friends, is the ATAMs. Now, ATAMs is number 2 because of just the capability it has as a sniper. It is truly insane. One-shotting like everything in the freaking game is genuinely so insane. Like, just mental. Whether you do it with Serena or whether you do it with Haley. Haley can't one-shot everything, but Serena definitely bloody can. So, you know, ATAMs is another insanely strong weapon. You want to throw a core on this one almost instantly. It is that good. Invest in this one heavy. My builds over here are like this, the following. Then 2 modules open for elements. Simple as it gets. Plenty of sniper damage. You can replace this focus fire module and a fixed shot module with multi-shot modules. So if you do want to run the multi-shot setup, you would run multi-reload over there, and then multi-piercing trigger over here, and then you'd run multi-shot on the tree, so on and so forth. But I personally don't even bother with that, because works perfectly fine if you run it without. So that is the ATAMs. So let's move on to the next weapon. So for the next weapon, the number 1 spot, before we get into it, I want to give an honorable mention to stat sticks. So stat sticks can vary between 3 primary weapons. It's usually either the Peacemaker or the Python or even the Secret Garden. All 3 of these stat sticks are absolutely great. Python is great, and Secret Garden, because they use Brisk Walk on here, which is the only thing you need on here. You can get rid of literally all the other modules. All you need is Brisk Walk to give yourself more movement speed. Tactical Change is good for more defense when you change, and same with Defense Master. But Brisk Walk is the main reason you would run this. Brisk Walk works on Secret Garden as well. You are going to want this one. Now, this is just a build around Secret Garden to do some more damage. But this one is going to be the key part, because you use these for movement speed. So you would use the triple sprint speeds on there. So you'd just be able to sprint fast as hell with all of these. But the main thing that I think people should take away is that when holding the Secret Garden, you only get 570 movement speed. When holding the Python, you get 634 movement speed. However, holding the Peacemaker, you get 665 movement speed, but you don't have Brisk Walk. So personally, myself, I run Python, and I also run Peacemaker, just to switch Python for the movement speed when I want, and then go back to the Peacemaker for absolute max speed. Completely optional. Running one is perfectly fine. If I was to suggest one to you, I would suggest the Python. Personal opinion, simple as it gets. Right. Anyways, on to the actual number one spot, and to no surprise, it is the last dagger. Now, why is the dagger above the ATAMs? It's because the dagger is, again, universal. It works on every Descendant, really, really good, and I think that it is genuinely the best. Now, with Glare, you would run this slightly different. With Glare, you'd run Mental Focus and Overwhelm to do the max amount of damage, as well as 2 slots for Element. That's specifically with Glare, because she can build up Mental Focus and maintain all that firearm with her third ability. For every other Descendant, what you would do is use Firing Fiesta instead. After reload, hit a weak point, and then you get infinite ammo for a short period of time. 3 seconds. 3 seconds is enough to get plenty of damage out of the last dagger. That's all you're going to need on here. Now, again, 2 slots for Element. Simple as it gets with the dagger. Other than that, you're going to want to run an Element on the top, double firearm attack, and double fire rate. Now, you can replace the Element on the top of here with critical hit damage. If you do that, your dagger will work on literally everything. The only thing you got to change is just the Element over here, and then you're basically good to go. Simple as it gets. The dagger is like truly the best weapon in this game. Works for all, damages all, shits on Colossuses, shits on mobs, elites, everything in the game. The dagger is your go-to weapon. If you've not invested in the dagger yet, make sure you do so. And that is as simple as it gets. That's the top 5 weapons that you should 100% invest in. BZ man, relax. You've literally 60 catted the last dagger. Shut up, man. Anyways, that's basically this video, guys. I hope you've enjoyed. If you disagree or think I've missed anything out, please do let me know in the comment section below. But other than that, that's been this video. Smash that like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.